Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Season, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a talk about XDefiant and more specifically the community surrounding it. So I'll dive deeper into it a little bit later on in the video, but first of all, I just wanted to say the reason I'm making this video is I see a lot of posts on X, and they come from a super elitist mentality, kind of a better than Call of Duty players mentality, like because we play XDefiant, we are just better than the idiots who play Call of Duty. And while I understand not liking Call of Duty, I'm not a huge fan of the stuff they've done with Black Ops 6. XDefiant was far from perfect either, and I see all of these people blaming the Call of Duty community for not playing XDefiant, and the problem is XDefiant just gave you no reason to play the game. It was a solid but flawed hero shooter that didn't have anything to really draw you back. They kept promising things and saying a battle pass is coming out, this and that, but they would never deliver on it on time. And the reality of gaming today is you have a very short time after a game comes out to capture the attention of an audience and really draw them in. XDefiant promised things that made people give it a try, but then as soon as they kind of wore through the excitement of a new game, they realized the game wasn't anything special, really. And now we have people who are former XDefiant players who are celebrating the decline of the Call of Duty player base. And I really don't get it, because it's not like those players are going to go play XDefiant, even though they are so insistent that everyone go give it a try. XDefiant did not fail because of Call of Duty. XDefiant failed because, first of all, it was released by Ubisoft, who is not a good publisher. Ubisoft is a massive company that's going through a hostile takeover, and they want as much money as possible so they don't go bankrupt. They're not rolling in money. Microsoft owns Call of Duty and is rolling in money. Ubisoft wants money now. They want the games that they release and put their name behind to be successful. And there was just no way for XDefiant to reach the level of success that they were insisting it have. This isn't a Call of Duty problem. This is an XDefiant problem and the developer's problem. First of all, when it was announced, they kept pushing back the date to release it, and everyone expected, okay, they want to get it right, they want to release a finished, polished game. And that's good and all, and I applaud it. I think that's the best way to release a game. But then when they released it, it was a deeply flawed game. They spent so much time working on the actual core game that they forgot to give people a reason to play outside of just, oh, I'm going to play an hour to get away from skill-based matchmaking. The controller controls felt clunky. People were telling you, oh, you have to do this and this and this to make it feel good. The problem with that is the majority of the kids coming from Call of Duty do not want in-depth setup videos. The kids who are like competitive COD players will go through those videos just because they will do anything, including let some random optimize their PC to get any kind of advantage. But that's not the wider player base. You need a new game to be as accessible as humanly possible, and XDefiant failed to do that. Controller felt weird and clunky at first. The netcode was absolutely garbage between the beta and the full release. I wound up quitting playing because I kept getting killed around corners, and there was nothing to draw you back into the game. Ultimately, it's the same reason I stopped playing Black Ops 6 once I got Dark Matter. The camo grind in XDefiant was nothing appealing to me. I didn't want to get 1,000 kills or whatever with every gun just so that I could get a marginally decent camo. And there's not the same level of like accomplishment as getting Dark Matter in Call of Duty. So many people play Call of Duty that getting Dark Matter, if nothing else, is kind of a fun flex that you got it and just something to keep you playing the game. I had no desire to get the completion camo in XDefiant, so I was just basically playing pubs because it was kind of fun for a while because it was new. And there was no in-depth ranked mode out, which would keep me playing it at least competitively. That's another reason I don't play Black Ops 6. I don't enjoy rank play that much on Black Ops 6, and that's really what carries me through the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th month of Call of Duty releases. And the game just felt buggy and empty, and there was really nothing important to do on the game. Now, people like me decided after a while we're done giving this game a chance, we're kind of over it, and Black Ops 6 came out and took our interest. For a lot of us, our interest was gone far before Black Ops 6, but Black Ops 6 really sealed the deal that XDefiant was dead in the water. And as a free release title, Ubisoft was, as I said before, they needed money now, and they were expecting microtransactions to carry the game. Well, in a game that people aren't playing, you aren't going to generate the microtransactions needed to keep the game floating. Some other publishers might just say, we're going to improve on the game, and down the road, we think it'll be profitable. Ubisoft wants profits now, they want people spending money now, and there was nothing worthwhile to spend your money on and not enough players to just throw money at it to keep it alive. Now, I'm not trying to start beef with people who enjoy XDefiant. I understand it. It's frustrating when a game you enjoy and want to succeed isn't staying alive and they've announced that it's closing down. But sitting there with a holier than thou, we are better than Call of Duty players mentality just kind of reinforces why the game died. It has a small but dedicated player base that really enjoys it and don't want to see it taken away from them, but I think the anger and frustration is misguided. And I saw a petition to try and get the game to stay up, but the problem is they aren't closing the game because there aren't a ton of players. There are enough players probably to, on some scale, keep it going. There's just not nearly the player base of Call of Duty that's going to print money for them and give Ubisoft what they want in return. So in the end, I think the biggest pitfalls of XDefiant were the delayed and then imperfect release, the buggy nature of the game, the lack of things to do once they did release the game, and just a dying enjoyment for new first-person shooter games that really do not expand on the genre. Now, if you have anything else to say about XDefiant, let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to hear what you think of XDefiant. If there are any issues I missed or anything that you think I got wrong, let me know. I would love to know more about it. But yeah, that's really all I have. If you did enjoy the video, please consider dropping a like, and subscribing helps me out a ton. As always, I'll have my X and Twitch in the description, probably going to start streaming again soon. But yeah, hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you later. See ya.